Hey, what up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Tech Your Heroes. We're our last episode. We got caught up. This episode, we're going to ascend, bitches. Let's fucking do. I have 191 gems. Is that true? Oh, I need 300 for an auto clicker now. Okay, that's gonna take a while. Let's just ascend. Let's fucking ascend. Let's go. Just gonna progression. Click on this lady, and then just give me a bunch of money, and go down here to King Midas and just level him up. Level him up right there. There you go. And then, oh shit, I just need to give him 100 right there? Okay, alright. Let's do that. Fun times. And then, wait, what? Oh my god, we're so far. Okay, let's do this. Okay, got that. What about, that's a Peace Lord. Boom, got that. That's Aphrodite. Boom, got that. And that is Shinatobe. Boom. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we got it. So we hit Energize, Dark Ritual, Reload. Awesome. Awesome. Now we're gonna go back in. Wait, 200. Wow, that was, oh man, that was fast. That's faster than we did it before, wasn't it? Because we've never been able to just get like Shinatobe right away. And we were able to just fucking get Shinatobe right away. That was insane. Okay. And bio-level upgrades. Alright, so everything's upgraded. Oh, except for the Kiss of Death. Hold on. There we go. That's fine. And now we just start minimizing dudes, right? Yeah. Let's go back up here. Start minimizing dudes. Except for Bait Clicker, because she is important. Okay. No, sorry. No, we should probably leave Grant open. And we're back in idle mode, so yeah, that took just the amount of time that I wanted it took. There we go. Oh my god, okay. Yep. 5 level upgrades, and then we're done with these guys. Okay. And we level up Big Clicker Bunch. There it is. And we just keep leveling her up a bunch. Just fuck me, right? So there we go. We're just coasting now. Just trying to fill episode at this point because this is our life right now. Okay, so I guess I'll talk about some other shit. I bet you guys are wondering what happened with the whole job stuff, the interview I had over the phone and whatnot. Let me fill you in on everything that's happened since like a month ago, 25 days ago, I guess, since that fateful interview, okay? Interview went pretty well, pretty okay. I think I did okay on it. It was average, as interviews go. Slightly above average, I'm sure, because, and since I had, like, a friend in the industry, they were trying to push me through that shit. I qualified for the second interview. The thing is, they sent the email for the second interview like during my during the holiday weekend, the New Year's Eve holiday weekend. Let's click on this goddamn bee right quick. Hold on. Let's click on this fucking bee. Super quick. Okay, it doesn't matter. So they sent the email with like times, so the interview wasn't going to happen during the fucking during the winter break. It wasn't going to happen during like New Year's Eve or whatever, because they don't work during fucking they don't work during the weekends or holidays. So they just sent the email at that time, and giving me a bunch of times for that upcoming next week to do it, and you know. Yeah, I was partying and stuff, and I was like, I am a shoo-in to get this job, so I'll wait a few days before I send him an email reply. So I sent him an email reply saying, oh, Tuesday's good for me. And they got back to me day before Tuesday, like basically like 11 p.m. the day before Tuesday, and it was like, yeah, we gotta reschedule. So, can you do Thursday? And the funny thing is, I had to double that Thursday. Okay, but the time that they wanted me to interview, and it was over the phone, it was 5 o'clock, and I get off my first shift at 5 o'clock and go back on my next shift at 6 o'clock. Usually I go sit down somewhere, eat my meal in peace or whatever, but this time I was just like, no, I gotta text my friend to like come in a little bit early so I can get off at like 4:45. That way I can make sure I prepare myself for this interview, and then I'm going to just like eat my food in the office ahead of time, so that I'm not hungry when I come in for my second shift, blah blah blah. So I made it work. So I was like, okay, yeah. So I was like, oh, it must have taken me too long for me to answer back, and now I'm sort of like lower on the tier. I got a little nervous, so I was like, no, yeah, Thursday's great. Thursday's perfect, I said. So on my break between my double for my restaurant job, I took this. I tried to find like a quiet place. The terrible part is anywhere you could like sit down and like eat things always has like fucking loud ass music blaring and shit. So I was like, I can't go any of those places. But there's a Chase bank across the street from my job, so I was just like, okay, fine. We're gonna go into the fucking ATM room of the Chase bank, since it's very quiet and insulated. So it's, just people come in and out from outside like every so often. But this is the perfect place to talk over the phone without having like difficulties with the person hearing me over the phone, and also without arising suspicion. I don't want them to think like, oh, he values his job a lot because he's going extra lengths to like take this interview, but in reality, totally that's the truth. Anywho, so I do the interview, and this interview was fucking knockout of the park. My friend who has the connects, she was like, when I did my first interview, she was like, you're pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good, except they're a little concerned about these two things. Do I want to kill this guy, Daniel? I think I do want to kill this guy because he's uncommon. I think that is dumb. But if I do that, then I'm gonna have to. How many of these do I have? I have 5, but those are only 5 for like the rest of my life, basically. I think we're gonna kill. Yeah, I think we're gonna kill Daniel, and then we're gonna try to do a mercenary quest for. I guess I'm gonna put it on Tyler, and if Tyler dies during the mercenary quest, I'll definitely use a candy cane on Tyler because he's level 11 and he's rare. And he's also got 10 recruitment quest speed. Oh, that's good. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we'll do that then. So anyway, so she was like, oh, just make sure you note these 2 aspects. I believe it was something along the lines of I need to sound like I'm more independent as opposed to need other people to tell me what to do all the time, and I need to say more stuff and more experience with like tech related stuff. This is a tech company. So okay, sounds good. And the interview that I had in the fucking Chase like ATM room with this lady over the phone, fucking knocked that shit out of the park. Not only did I touch on those 2 things, but I also fucking was just like super charismatic, just like charming and whining and dining this lady over the phone from California. We talked about that a little bit, and fucking it was such a good interview. So good in fact that the person emailed me like literally right away, right after the interview happened, and I happened to have a little bit of time before I started work to like send back another email, and what they wanted was to sit down for lunch sometime, like for the final interview. It wasn't gonna be her, I don't know who she is, but she's the one been emailing me, but there's just some people from the office that she wanted to like have it, like some leads, I believe they called them at the office, wanted to interview me at lunch, sort of. At this point, I was like, dude, it's fucking in the bag, dog. I got this shit. So I mean, they told me to dress business casual. So me and my girlfriend went out to buy some business casual clothes because I don't own any. Got a couple nice button-up shirts. Got a couple nice slacks. I got some shoes. I forget where we went. Did we go to like we went to Burlington Coat Factory. That's right. Cost me about like $100. Got some shoe shine for my dress shoes. Thankfully, I didn't need to buy dress shoes because I have dress shoes. And so and all the stuff. Hold on, sorry, I gotta click this key right here. Gotta focus. Dark Ritual, fuck yeah! Oh, that's so nice. Whew, okay, so yeah, I spent a bunch of money on a bunch of clothes. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic there. So, okay, I think it's a good length right here. Okay, good. So yeah, I bought a bunch of clothes, and day of the lunch comes around. It's in the middle of the week. I think it was like Wednesday or something. Tuesday, Wednesday. I think it was a Monday, actually. It was a Monday. And, what's it called? So, yeah, dress up, do everything. It's like the lunch is at noon. They want to do. I get there at 11:55 because I'm looking, I'm researching stuff to say and stuff not to say at like a lunch interview and stuff. I'm being super fucking specific about this shit. So, okay, awesome. Good to know all this stuff. And one of them was like, obviously, don't be late, but don't be too early was one of them. And I was just like, like in my previous experience, it's never too early. But apparently, like, people in offices do important shit, and if you arrive too early, they're gonna be, super, like, stressed and, like, they feel like they need to, like, rush their work a little bit, and they'll also feel guilty that you've been waiting for, like, 20 minutes. So there's a lot of bad stuff happening if you're too early. I said more than 5 or 10 minutes early. So I get there, it's like we're supposed to go to lunch at noon. I get there at 11:55, okay? My friend's there, she's like, hey, we talked a little bit, and she's like, let me show you the tour since you're a little early. And I was like, yeah, totally. So she toured me around the office. They have this cool inflatable raft that they wanted to use to, like, sled with on the snow, I guess, but they haven't had a chance to use it yet because the snow had already melted away by the time we were doing that interview that I was coming over for. And she just pointed at like 3 leads in the office. She's like, you go out to lunch. And then we all went out to lunch for talking and stuff. This is where things go downhill. So the first thing they asked me, this is where it started. Yeah, so this is where it starts to go downhill. The first thing they asked me was like, how do you know Hannah? And I was like, well, her boyfriend, his roommate, is Casey, and Casey, we went to acting school together. The second they heard that, they started doing some fucking white people Jedi fucking mind tricks on us. They're like, acting school, are you an actor? Do you want to go back to school ever at some time? So they start talking to me about school a lot, and I don't think nothing of it. I think we're just like shooting the shit. Like, I do sort of like offhand mention, like, it'd be nice to go back to school. Like, I'm not in no rush though. Like, there's some actors who start their careers at like level, like, I almost said level 40, at like age 40. So it's not a big deal. But it'd be interesting to go back and finish up school. And then the rest of the time is just talking about like work and what the job entails. I was needling them about stuff that I have yet to understand about the job and stuff, and they tell me like job specific stuff and like what's their favorite part of the job, what day-to-day life should be like at the job, and what's the greatest feeling of accomplishment that you can get, shit like. So a lot of like job oriented stuff that I researched. Well, I even researched on like what food to get when we get to the place of eatery that we're sitting down at, and most places are like, just take the lead from the other people who've been there before. So we went to a sushi place, and someone was like, they got a real nice like lunch combo here. I was like, lunch combo, I'm gonna get that. And everyone basically got a lunch combo except one person got a bento box. It's totally fine. I love sushi, so So, but once again, I thought it went great. Okay, but then, like, I come back home after the interview, and my friend texts me, and she was like, "Did you fucking tell them that you wanted to go back to school?" And I was like, maybe, I don't know. Just like I guess I might have mentioned it offhand. And she was like, no, dude, that's a big old fucking red flag here. I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to know that? Like, I didn't even know we were talking about the job at that point. I thought we were just fucking shooting the shit. He was like, no, dude, you gotta hack interviews to like, it doesn't matter if you've never been in a tech company before. You gotta be like, no, my entire life is... It's like, okay, but... Okay, so the first thing they actually said to me, like, after I told them that I went to acting school, it's like, one of them was like, oh, so we shouldn't believe anything you say. It was like a big old joke, and I was like, oh, no, that's not actually true. Actors are actually the most truest human beings, blah, blah, blah. And one of them was like, no, yeah, I know, I used to be an actor as well. So, oh, okay, so it sort of like relieved me a little bit, but I think subconsciously I was like, okay, just make sure you don't blatantly lie to these people. But apparently I was supposed to fucking blatantly lie to their fucking faces, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten the job. So recently, my friend texted me back being like, okay, I think I might have maybe been able to spin whatever you said into a positive, and maybe save this position for you. Just send a follow-up email after the interview, and so I did, and then I had to wait a few days for her to respond, and she was like, oh, okay, so we'll let you know by this date or this date whether we've accepted you, and that date is passed. And she sent me an email saying that they're going to wait until the end of the entire interview process, because they're interviewing a bunch of people, to let me know. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm waiting for them to interview all the rest of the people that they're interviewing before they decide on me. And it was all because I accidentally might have let slip that I might go back to school sometime in my 40s. So fuck me. Okay, sorry to end the episode on such a downer, but this episode's gone on for a while, and we'll catch you guys back when we're switching over from Betty Clicker to King Midas, so that'll be fun. So like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the series thus far. I know I am. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.